Engage.
Gotta level up your game. Elevate your name among the best of the best over the top of our fame. Ready for the bobbing and weaving, misleading and driving opponents in the swing and the missing, the breaking down spirit. Stay on the toes, never shut your eyes. Keep your deep, you ready to protect the sky. Prepare yourself to face the toughest competition. Time to hit the lamp on your tools of destruction. It is a bulldog match. It won't be over in a flash. There is no time back dash. You're gonna need keep it fresh. It is a bulldog match. It won't be over in a flash. There is no time back dash. It's a red line clash.
Here we go, guys.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. How's it going? As you can already see, there is some scramble, some changes in the roster here in our crew. So, unfortunately, our GR Aku is not present in here today, but we have a very special guest that you can already see on my left, okay, on your right, which is Mir, that is a very well-known collaborator with the Vesper Arcade in the fighting community. So, hi Mir, how you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing great, thank you. I'm happy to be here. It's gonna be interesting tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. And on the other side, the face of the Italian community, the one and done, the one and only, the great Bertuan. Hi, Bertuan.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here again. And thank you, Mir, for coming with us tonight. Okay, in this direction. Okay, I got it. Thank you for being here, and hope you enjoyed the show tonight, because we have quite a show tonight to show you and to the viewers. And I just want to say one thing, as we usually say, if you are watching from another place apart from Italy, excuse us for our not really great English for now. I think we have improved quite a lot since the first streaming, but still, again, we have Mario English, so it's which we have a bit of Mario English, but I mean, Mir is quite good. He is quite good.
I try.
Yeah. I mean, we fake to this type of English because we know that it's kind of nice to hear Italian accent. But anyhow, we are here tonight for the last of our 6 clashes. So the very, very final spot for the final is tonight between our last champion, which is Garnet, against EndingWalker. So I'm going to just very briefly say the format of this competition, because maybe somebody's new, somebody has never been here looking to this type of event. So the Redline Clash is and has been a series of 6 FT10s between a top Italian player and a top European player. So far, we have had 5 of those. Tonight is the last one, and all of the winners will battle together in a final round robin top 6, and the winner of it all will win like a royal package to attend our next offline tournament, the Redline Fight 5, which will be this fall in Milan, and we'll have a free meal, free registration, free everything. So you can have a great experience in Italy.
Yeah, pretty much what H. Godai said. We are a bit not really happy about the fact that not a single Italian player has won his first 10, but the competition was very high. So EndingWalker is writing me right now, so I'll text him to wait just a second.
I was gonna say, if anything, it's an incentive for Italian players to perform even better now. That's 3 for the 6 around the corner. Like, there's another incentive to show up at the Redline and just do well.
Yeah, and what about your thought, Mir? I mean, tonight we are going to have Fang against Ed mainly, because I think that EndingWalker at some point we'll switch to Ed, but we know he can play many characters. But the main match, the main cross would be Fang against Ed. How do you see this by a technical point of view?
Right, this is interesting because I've been following EndingWalker's kind of like competitive career, if you want to say it, relatively closely because I've been really interested in his performance. And even recently, a Capcom Cup. But I'd wondered whether or not his knowledge of some of the more esoteric matchups was a little bit lacking, maybe, or just maybe it was the nerves. I couldn't really be sure. So this would be a perfect situation to see if that was exactly what was the problem, or maybe he's done his homework and now he understands the matchup very well, and obviously he has great understanding of how the game is, right? So like that's the thing that I'm curious about. It's whether or not the matchup knowledge will be the deciding factor. And of course on Garnet's side, I know that he's very competent, and I'm curious if he's going to pull out anything that is going to be able to like put EndingWalker in a tight situation and get the win that way, because as we know, Fang can be really tricky but also incredibly solid. It's been buffed a lot of times, and his neutral can be quite effective against characters that maybe don't have the best tools to deal with all the crazy stuff he does.
Okay, yeah, I just want to add that EndingWalker has in his community a very good Fang, which is Metal Gear Solid. He is very good. I mean, they are very good. I'm sorry, but so it depends if you played Metal Gear Solid a lot or not. But I think he has the matchup knowledge to play against Fang. As Diego was saying, EndingWalker is going to play Ed as his main character, but he has quite different characters to pull out. Two of them being Cody and Alex. I think we will see Alex more than Cody, because Cody Fang, I don't think it's a very good matchup, but we will see. Instead, I'm sorry, Garnet, he does have a very good Dulcim, but I don't think he's going to go with it. Maybe just if he really wants to try something at the start, or maybe if he's very, very bad in a bad spot, he will go Dulcim. But I don't know if that would be a smart choice, because EndingWalker is played a lot with Mr. Crimson, the best Dulcim in the world, so he knows the matchup quite well, I think.
Yeah, maybe we could, I don't know, hypothesize that the Garnet's Dulcim could be kind of different from Crimson's Dulcim. So there might be some different ways in which Garnet uses this character, and so maybe EndingWalker might need to adjust to his style for a few matches, and this could be a surprise factor by Garnet. But of course, Fang will be his main choice. So let's see. We are very curious to
I think
this.
we are ready. So
yeah.
I think we can start the match. I'll tell I want to say thanks to Alessandro, who's doing the directing, the streaming right now tonight. Since Aku is missing tonight, thank you very much, Ale. Okay, so we are ready. We are starting, and we'll see if they go directly for their main characters, or they'll go with some tricky stuff at the start. Okay, now we can do some guessing. What do you think it will win here?
I mean, it's tough to say because I don't think I've seen these two players play each other before, so it will be tough. I think EndingWalker definitely has what it takes, as we've seen. But Garnet, I also know that he's quite confident, so I don't know. It's a really tough choice. Oh, I see that we're
Okay,
already
yeah, the usual
deep into it.
synchronization. Still, tournament player, they still don't know that they have to wait for the character introductions when they play on stream. But that's fine. We didn't lose a lot. So
See
right
that
now,
Garnet's
Garnet is in the
already-
corner, but gets out.
Yeah. I was gonna say one of the things that Feng is very good at doing is that if the opposing character doesn't have particularly good movement, especially on defense, it's very difficult to avoid the traps because you're kind of like just stuck there in proximity block, and you really
Okay,
need
nice.
to use your backdashing
Ooh,
and such. Oh, this could be.
that's gonna do weird
No.
stuff. No reversal allowed.
Oh,
Nice
that was a good
back
jump
jump,
up.
and now. Ooh, that was no. What the
The
Okay.
flash.
starting with a
Okay.
bang!
Okay, first
We are
round.
starting with a bang!
We already have the EndingWalker Classic, so what a way to start. And okay, thank you, Ending.
I think it's the Ed Classic, if anything.
Yeah, sure.
It's so effective, right? Because the delay on it, because it's so slow, makes it so that you're really in a situation where you would want to press a button. Oh, we see but a stun back from Garnet.
Yeah, Garnet had a really good start. I mean, also in the previous round, he was ahead and the perfect. Wow,
This
perfect.
was sick.
There's some
The
tricky
mix
stuff
up
already.
The mix up.
Yeah,
He's
the
just,
anti-air into the side switch was pretty interesting because then EndingWalker didn't expect to block the other way.
Yeah. One thing you said one quality you said about Garnet is confidence, but another quality he has is he has an amazing awareness of situation where he can create mix-ups. But right now, EndingWalker is taking the first match, so he's going up 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
As I was
interesting
saying, Garnet has a very nice awareness of things. He knows the situations pretty well, so that's one of his main strengths.
I find this match already quite interesting because both players were willing to, show some of their cards very early on. With the whole side switch and like just even the dash up, X upper. Oh, nice. Great combo that only works on crouching opponents. So they're definitely willing to show their cards early on.
That's true. That's true.
They have a lot
Actually,
going on.
one thing we could say that the mix-up from Garden was showing some stuff, but the XDP, the X upper from EndingWalker was actually like you could say that was conditioning.
Yeah.
But right now, nice check from Garnet as he takes it around.
And one thing to say about Feng is that his lights, although they're not particularly damaging because it's a little bit difficult to convert into a lot of things, they have good reach. And they can be effective for interrupting and for surprising ranges.
Okay,
He's stuck in the corner now, though. A little bit.
Yeah, he's fighting out of the corner, and he's trying, but he doesn't have a meter. Ooh, that's what. EndingWalker tried trade combos or something like that.
Yeah.
But now he's in the corner, and Garnet gets the pressure. The Oki, the poison. See, it's almost one-touch situation. Nice, very nice.
Another classic this time from Garnet.
As the chat is saying, nice. These matches are going quite fast because
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily expect it from a character like Feng that can play more of a zoning game, but is going more on the offense, pressing a lot of buttons and trying to
Garnet is
prevent
that
it
kind
from
of player,
doing-
not too much of a zoner, but more of like mix-up and neutral heavy player.
One thing that I can say about Garnet's playstyle is that he's very aware of situations in which he can interrupt the pressing, and he's been doing that pretty consistently. But at the same time, EndingWalker It's also been creating some situations where, oh, that was a really good snipe on the the V
Yeah,
ship.
that was very nice.
But just to complete that thought, EndingWalker is good at creating situations, especially after the cycle flicker on block, where he's been interrupting, you know, taking back the turn, even
Oh.
at minus frames. That was good awareness.
That's very good. That's very good from EndingWalker, and you can, you know, Garnet is used to use the reversal and EX dashes from his character to escape the corner. But we have seen, ooh, nice combo. No, doesn't complete it. We have seen it already a couple of times. EndingWalker chase down his opponent out of the reversal or the EX dash. So he doesn't have to rely too much on that.
Yeah, one thing that we can definitely see about this match is that it's very mobile on both characters' ends. They're not really willing to just sit there in neutral. They really want to close the gap or build distance, but not sit at that uncomfortable mid-range where, you know, both characters' normals kind of like struggle to complete. Oh, nice EX up
Activation is ready. The sweep activation was what he wanted, and it worked out. So it's 2-1 for EndingWalker. Right now, the match is kind of.
Yeah, I point out that EndingWalker actually started from the very beginning with his main. So I was thinking that he could kind of play with some of his side characters, but in the end, we are seeing like the best of from EndingWalker right from the beginning. So.
Yeah.
Now, EndingWalker was trying to play at that more, you know, like mid-range, range that I was mentioning before. But as we see, it's difficult for Ed to space that standing heavy kick, you know, which is kind of like the only normal that he really has at that range. Against Fang's 4-frame punish. Oh, that was a good evasion of the fireball with the coward.
Nice punish from Garnet with the EX punch.
Now this is a tough situation with the V-trigger.
It's going to be hard. It's not the last situation, but it's very close.
Oh,
Hector does it.
Yeah, because of the extra
damage
chip
out
of
of the fireball.
EX fireball.
Yeah.
That was very well calculated as far as damage is concerned.
Ooh, nice conversion. I love this conversion. I love this combo. It's very.
Yeah, something that I noticed is that EndingWalker's been.
Sure. It's not the first time he goes for a trade combo with the I don't know how to call it in English for some reason the cloud. Okay. Yeah, he went for the trade with his standing charged standing heavy punch, and then pressure out of that.
Yeah, it's interesting because the block stun on the charged standing heavy punch is very, very long because normally Ed has to go through the entire animation where he switches sides. So when he trades out of it, then the opponent is stuck in block stun for a very, very long time. And the damage you get from the poison cloud is very minimal. So it makes a lot of sense, right? You get a lot of free pressure. That was a good whip punish on the sweep.
That was a very nice whip punish from Garnet. Showing signs that he's testing his opponent so much right now. As Diego was saying, EndingWalker went with Ed immediately, and that is, in my opinion, a sign of respect for his opponent.
Yeah, as we were mentioning before, Garnet's definitely shown that he's competent with Fang, and I mean, we can see it even in this match. Like, clearly he can hold his own very, very effectively.
Yeah, this is not a really good situation for Garnet. Nice anti-air for EndingWalker. Nice conversion.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't have too much meter to work with. And EndingWalker has all the meter in the world. And he's going to have a... Oh, nice confirm. I didn't need the trigger. Too bad for for Garnet. He was trying to work a comeback, but he didn't really have the meter. And you know, the trigger from Fang is good, kinda good, but it's not really a very strong comeback V-trigger. What
Yeah, I
would you
would say that since what it does is that it makes basically every one of his special moves better, it really relies on you getting the hits normally. You know, like there's no
Yeah.
cheaty way of getting hits with that V trigger. It's still basically the same game plan, just much more effective. And I guess he's going for a lot of those tiny heavy kicks now because Garnet has been a little bit less mobile,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
he can finally space them.
He's
So
playing way more aggressively. Ooh!
oh, that caught him on the ground. That was interesting. It probably was at the very end. Oh, that was a good check on the dash as EndingWalker was trying to, get close again. But we see that the health difference is actually not that much. Oh, this could be it.
This is not going to kill, I think.
Oh, that was a great
Oh.
check. Great awareness.
Nice awareness from Garnet.
We're seeing that EndingWalker is trying to steal the turn a lot with dashing, even when very close, and Garnet's been aware of that, which is good to see because unfortunately, as I was mentioning before, Fang's lights don't really lead to a lot of damage, so you really need to make every opportunity count when it comes to those kind of interruptions.
Ooh, nice.
And we see-
Yeah, you
too
can't
slow.
do that against a
call.
player like Garnet.
Yeah.
That was big check.
So it,
There was an option select because the jab whiffed,
Yeah.
right? And he managed to block in time.
ooh, good one.
Nice
Yeah.
back from Garnet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Garnet is really on point on some stuff like checking, for instance, as you said before. So I don't know how he could have trained for this FT10, but in some situations he's really focused. And on the other side, I guess that he has to pay attention to his view reversal, since we have seen EndingWalker punishing him when trying to escape from the corner with his view reversal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But nice confirm. I don't know how hard is to it confirmed at the crouching minion kick. But
I don't have the numbers out right now. Oh, that was a nice
Ooh,
overhead.
that was
Works
very nice.
especially well on Fang's tall frame. And again, one of
again.
those that.
He tried again.
Oh, nice, and a conversion from it.
Yeah, this is a very good conversion, but you lose a lot of trigger and all the bars, so EX bars. So and now, as you were saying, you have to win clean. You have to win honest. So this is going to be really hard for him to come back.
It did get very good screen it did get very good screen position out of it, and an opportunity
true.
for a reset. But he's
Yeah.
it was a little bit too low on health to take any hit.
Yeah, that's the
As,
problem with Fang in this game.
Right. As I was mentioning before, EndingWalker is willing to try and interrupt a lot, especially in those situations where it's mostly like a space trap rather than point blank, -2 situation. With a standing light kick especially has been scoring some counter hits that way. You're not really converting from that, but it's enough to interrupt Garnet's flow, right? Especially when trying to take back his turn, and allows EndingWalker to be much more
Nice
offensive.
punish from the V shift, and now he gets to mix his opponent. But nice.
Awareness.
Oh, he didn't went for
Super, though.
super. Maybe super could have killed. But
Maybe
I don't
not.
know.
Maybe he's saving it for an opportunity where he's guaranteed to score. Oh, nice.
Nice activation
This could
from
be
Garnet.
enough,
This
right?
is going to kill for sure. Okay. Let's see. The bars are quite similar. EndingWalkers are already has almost critical art. Again, a bit of life advantage, not too much.
Yeah, EndingWalker has been jumping a decent amount, but it's been working out. Like the anti-airs have been relatively on point for Garnet. Like right there, unfortunately, it did trade. But EndingWalker has also picked some very good moments to jump in the past, where he jumped over some long normals, like standing medium punch, a lot of recovery. And that was a good B shift. Unfortunately, it didn't trigger the shift
Yeah, it's
itself.
too far. This combo is sick.
That was a
It's
very
a
good
sick
conversion.
combo. That was very, very nice. That was very, very nice. Still, the awareness of doing this kind of combos out of a crush counter that was kind of weird moment. That crash counter wasn't very usual. It did a really nice conversion. I have to say, head combos are one of my favorites in the game. They're very good, beautiful to me.
That's interesting to say for a character that is relative. Oh, and we see the stun. The back throw was, exactly what he needed. Very good conversion into Oki.
Oh.
And the throw on the EX command dash. EX command dash is strike invincible, but not throw invincible.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a wash up in that round. But Garnet is fighting back. He uses a lot of bar. He's using like almost every bar he has. I think I've never seen Garnet with critical art up until now.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's really interesting because the EX Sotoja, the dash punch, it's been made safe now. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah,
And,
but he was very good even before. He was very good at facing it.
And you also need that EX bar for getting out of the corner, like he's been using the EX command dash even for getting in, as we see just then.
He uses a lot. Forgetting
that was a
nice
very
punish
good
from
punish.
EndingWalker. That was a very good punish. And awareness of using the critical art to close the match. 5-2 from EndingWalker is half victory. Oh, Diego, what will you say? What are you saying? What does Garnet need to change?
No, I was thinking, but I already know the answer, that any change in the VU system for Garnet could help him, because we know that the VU skill 2 is kind of bad for Fang. And I think that he just needs to, I don't know, maybe try the Dasim for a few matches to change the momentum, because 5-2 is already a lot to climb for him.
Yeah, especially against a player like EndingWalker, who's actually seems a bit more comfortable right now.
Right. I feel that one of the big parts of this matchup that we're seeing basically develop in front of our eyes is the fact that EndingWalker basically is doing a good job conditioning Garnet not to move very much, and it's difficult for Feng to move a lot because he's a charge character, right? So like just moving a lot means losing charge unless you're moving back. But if you're wow, that was a good evasion on the EX
Yeah, he
upper.
stood down. He stood down, waited for the EX upper.
But as I was saying, because the movement on Feng is a little bit more limited, then Ed can press a lot, He can press buttons and force Feng to play more defensively, and it basically forces Garnet to spend all of his meter to get out the corner, Like the meter that he spent right there, it's because he needed a very important knockdown to just get away from the corner. But
nice punish, but it was too far for the conversion. No confirm on the crouching kick. Maybe this is going to be some
strange
starter for Garnet, but he's in the corner again. Is he gonna use a V reversal or not?
Good escape.
Very good conversion.
And that'll do it. Very good, very good. Yeah, I guess that the mind game of predicting and be prepared for the V reversal has been started. So on purpose, he didn't do it. So nice focus from Garnet here.
Yeah, I was gonna mention just this. Basically, EndingWalker is playing, very buttonsy, very aggressive to try and lock down Garnet, Fang, as I was mentioning before. But this opens him up to getting punished sometimes, and he has to use his health as a resource to basically trade and keep being like close to Fang, as we see just then. Actually, that was a good conversion as well, and corner carry. But it's risky because obviously you take damage, so you can't just keep doing that forever. In that situation, round before, Garnet was able to use that to his advantage and with a good
nice combo. Then again, nice combo. Sorry, but I really like head combo.
And we see how Garnet's able to pick up some of the trades, right? Like in his favor. Oh, that was actually quite a lot of damage for two heavies. Oh, but unfortunately, he gets hit.
Yeah, the poison damage adds up, you know?
Right, yeah, it's relatively minor, but it is there, and it is there almost all times because we see that Garnet is very willing to use his V skill 1 to try and keep it up, right?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, that
Oh,
was nice from EndingWalker. Nice awareness, and now oh, he tried again. Oh,
unfortunately, this time the check, I think, came a little bit too
too
late. He
late.
got counter hit.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh,
Too bad.
that's
No, the
unsafe.
punish.
But
Okay.
unfortunately, you see how the damage, even with all this meter investment, it's kind of low, which
Yeah,
is
it is. It is.
it's
You know,
it's
V
what
trigger
what good
activation
for.
is not very good.
But the
So,
conversions are on point. Like that was pretty high damage for a Fang combo. Oh, and a good shimmy.
nice comeback from
Yeah,
Garnet here.
yeah, very
Very
well
nice.
executed.
Yeah, Garnet is very active in just not let it go. So very good, let's say, pride from Garnet that is really trying to stick with a match with the Andy Walker rhythm.
Hmm.
That's true. As Mir was saying at the start of the stream, one quality of Garnet is confidence, and he has the confidence to make these comebacks. So he can definitely make the comeback from 5-3 right now.
Absolutely.
Ooh, nice with punish with the croqueta. We call the tower crouch. We call it croqueta. Okay. It's a
I'm discovering more and more things about
Spanish
the.
name actually. It comes from Vegapito, from Vegapatch.
Oh, I see. Like I
Okay.
discovered more and more things about
Yeah, that's
about
true.
the
And
community as we go.
5-4.
Here we go, guys. We
A
called it.
very nice round from Garnet. So
Garnet is building a lot of confidence now in this part of the FT10. So now it's up to Andy Walker so to adjust because Garnet is really holding the rhythm of the match.
Hmm. I think he's really able to capitalize on the mistakes that any Walker might be making during his, like unrelenting aggression, and has been able to put more damage on the table. So now I feel that any Walker probably will have to slow it down just a little bit and maybe play more the traditional Ed style, like annoying the opponent with the Psycho Flickers as we see right here. Just play more of a chip damage almost sort of play style. And we see that the whip punishes are coming out. Oh, that was a
Better here.
clean jumping.
big job.
Okay,
Yeah, there's the
activation is
Psycho
great
Flicker.
for Garnet. See if he's gonna do it. Yeah, he activates on it.
He's
And
been really good at exploiting these long range situations. Oh, but the crouching medium kick catches and counter hit. Yeah, I was gonna say he's been very good at exploiting these long range situations by using the command dash to get in and like convert off of stray hits. Nice, we see a good punish there on that standing heavy kick as I was
a
mentioning.
nice
The
whiff
difficulty
punish.
switches
That
is
was
big.
very, very nice. You were saying that had likes to annoy his opponent with flicker, but I think that Fang is one of the lucky character that can actually whiff punish flicker quite good because of
Yep.
his crouching medium, but it goes very low, and the flicker has a hurt box. The only Earthbug flicker has is kind of low, so it's very good button to with punish the flicker.
Right, I agree with that for sure. The thing that EndingWalker will try to do though is to space the flicker so that it's pretty far,
Yeah,
and then as I was mentioning, is standing light kick is able to kind of like catch the recovery of some of the normal
Oh,
that
that was
Fang might be
sick.
pressing. That was a good side switch, and now he has the corner and the pressure is mounting. That was plus, but he challenged.
nice
Stopped
challenge.
the
Guard.
walk up.
Ooh,
Oh,
this is
and
going
again
to
the
do a
up.
lot of damage. This is going to do a lot of damage and a lot of stun. See, maybe one last touch situation, but the stun is going down. Okay, and Walker is safe. And he has V-trigger activation. He got it now. And this is going to do a lot of damage. And this is going to be last situation for Garnet. And he
Throw.
takes the throw. 6-4 for EndingWalker.
In this sense, the EX command dash is actually quite similar to something like Dhalsim's teleport, where it's very weak to throws. However, Dhalsim has the option to do an instant air teleport to escape the corner and avoid throws. Of course, that would lose to strikes. which is I don't think an option that Feng has. Like he doesn't
No,
have
he
any.
doesn't. He
so
doesn't. He
vulnerable,
doesn't have.
so-
He doesn't have it. He
Right, so
doesn't
like
have that.
that narrows it down a little bit, and we've seen the throws have been working very well on EndingWalker side to try and stop
The
dash
chain
down.
down the walks. He's walking again.
Yeah, he's just like playing extremely aggressive, and I guess it's been working out for him, especially this time.
Yeah, this round was very, very fast.
Yeah, I'm noticing that also EndingWalker is really trying every time to just put himself at the proper distance to whiff punish all of the neutral moves from Garnet. So there are some rounds like the one before in which he really is on the top and at the right.
You've seen this situation before.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple of times right now. He's very aware of how to punish cover crouch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think absolutely Diego's right. He's been putting himself in like a more of a whiff punishment mindset, I think, which works very well because Garnet has to be extremely active to keep him out, as he was playing very, very aggressive.
He
And
backs out.
oh, you know, it's the second stage of that mind game.
Yeah.
Punish from Garnet was the punish. But
Unfortunately,
activation from EndingWalker. This is
the
going
mix
to
up
be
now.
a very tough spot for Garnet, but he gets out. He gets out.
Yeah, they are very close one to each other, so I can see these FT10s really going in one direction or the other. So let's cheer, of course, for. I mean, for
We
our
are cheering
Italian guy.
for Garnet.
You mean
sure.
for whoever is best?
Sure, Mir, you are Italian too. Don't forget it.
Yeah, of course.
He's more
I-
Canadian right now.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think that this is like a great opportunity for, you know, like both European and Italian communities to come together and just see how we can develop together, right? Like, because there's a lot of talent in the Italian community, and I think it'd be great if you know, there were more of these opportunities. Oh, nice!
Nice
There was
shot.
good patience, blocking and punishing, and the damage eventually was enough.
Yeah, so 6-5. I think that also another quality that we're observing from Garnet is when to like stop the pressure and just work more on defense, and so he can really just put a break sometimes, wait for some openings from EndingWalker and then punish him. So
Yeah, he's playing Fang, kind of like our run and gun character, and I really like that. He is a run and gun player. Even with other characters, he used to do it. I remember playing him with Poison a couple of seasons ago. He was playing like that. He likes to play. Ooh, that was nasty from EndingWalker. Too heavy kick from that distance.
Yeah,
And
this is
then
a lot of
now
damage.
we go
Oh,
for the
the
throw.
throw.
Yes, condition his opponent, not throw.
Right, I noticed that the rounds where Garnet does the best are the ones where he's really able to keep EndingWalker kind of like this mid-screen position, force him to take a lot of trades, you know, take a lot of damage, have to basically take risks to get close. And when instead he's put in the corner, it really has to gamble on what to do to get out, right? Could be V-reversal, V-shift into V-break, the command dash, or jump out. But like those are all risky options, you know? And EndingWalker's been very, very ready to stop them and score big punishes. That
Nice
was a
awareness. No combo. That was unlucky from Garnet. And now the comeback from Mr. EndingWalker is coming. We'll see.
Oh, there's one
Okay,
of those
then
guesses.
again.
That time it was the right one.
So
That's
guys,
true.
let me understand. The Garnet is doing this back jump on purpose to punish
Yeah.
that strike.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I was wondering if he had the other options in his mind, but I was seeing that he was so good in punishing those moves. So very good.
Right. In other situations, or in other matchups, I should say, characters might be able to neutral jump. However, Fang's jump is kind of floaty. So
Yeah,
you really
you
need to do
do
the
back
back
jump.
jump to keep it safe. Otherwise, a dash up into Cycle Upper, for example, Cycle Rising could be, you know, could be very dangerous.
Oh, no.
So it's not ideal.
Nice
It was
awareness
very
from
good awareness.
EndingWalker, the XTP. And this is going to be hard for Garnet to get out of the corner. This is going to
No,
do a
that
lot of
V-reverse
damage.
what?
Wow.
Just
Come
killed.
on, come on. I mean,
That's a combo.
I mean,
Tell me
come
right
on.
now. Tell me that the that Ed combos aren't sick. That was sick combo.
They're all right, I guess.
Come on, that was very, 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 very.
No, I think no, absolutely. There, every character as of the last patch of Street Fighter 5, I think basically every character has a lot of interesting stuff now. They added, a lot over the course of the years, and you even see it from Fang, right? Like Fang has
Yeah.
really fancy resets and very interesting juggles now, which is something that they didn't used to have. It was like jab jab Sotoja, the character, for like 3 years.
A couple of seasons. Oh, nice counter.
Yes,
poke and-
this is the
okay, nice
position where it's
activation.
difficult to get out, but that was another very good guess. He got the counter hit and got the corner. Oh,
Okay.
and that's the crouching ordinately combo I was mentioning before. And the damage now is very close. Oh, and then again, really
again.
good back jump.
Again. Yeah, he's very good at understanding when EndingWalker wants to activate using the charge heavy punch.
Right. As I was mentioning, EndingWalker is playing very aggressive, right? And this opens him up for these kind of situations. But he hasn't really, he's been playing a little bit more neutral based for a little bit, but now he's gone back to play like super aggressive, and we see how it's working out. So there's the
Nice.
super, right?
Nice
I guess he
combo.
didn't need
It
it.
doesn't need to use the super. It doesn't need to use even just one bar.
And now he has the entirety of his meter for the last round.
Yeah, and this is going to affect the round a bit. But Garnet is going in. It doesn't need his meter. He spends it all, and you see the poison damage adds up so much in the long run, especially if he doesn't get it. If for a long time he doesn't get it, it's fine for him because even when he's blocking, he's damaging his opponent.
Right? Yeah. Like that's
Fine,
up.
fine. You see, okay, now he gets it, but that's okay. He still has a lot to.
Oh, nice. And you can get out the corner with this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did.
With this kind of like health lead, it's pretty comfortable to go, like back up. But now he's in the other corner, so that's a little bit dangerous. He has all of his bars, so he could potentially be reversal. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he didn't have
does.
a charge, unfortunately.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of the weaknesses of Fang as a charge character inherently. He had a punish there, but unfortunately he couldn't, like make it happen. But he still managed to, score the hit right afterwards and take the round. So that was effective. It's still a good solution for the situation.
This is probably the most. I don't know what to say in English right now. I'm
The
sorry.
closest first to 10?
Yeah,
most
yeah,
good one.
exactly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. There are
And
always
now it's this.
always comebacks, and there is a very, very high level player here.
Oh, and now Garnet's being extremely offensive, and I guess EndingWalker just wanted to get out. This is such a difficult situation to contest because they made it so that you cannot V-reversal the V
Yeah.
trigger too, because before it was just free. You just V-reversal it for free, which was kind of silly. But now, nice combo with that too. But now it makes it difficult to do anything on defense because you kind of have to risk the V shift afterwards. But
Or
just
you,
sit there and block and
I
it's
mean,
plus
it
frames.
depends
There-
on the situation. There are some situations like from the fireball where you can jump forward because you have one less frame of pre-jump, as you say, as you know.
he
Oh,
didn't have
that
to meter
version was
and the instant overhead didn't connect.
Oh,
What a
jet
scramble
dog.
right at the end. But that was
Yeah.
another one of those situations, just like that other round, where you successfully V-reversaled Fireball, and the only punish you could get, unfortunately, was just crouching medium punch.
Yes,
Like,
like
it's a
even
big.
with this punish from Garnet, the heavy kick punish. And Walker is kind of fine with it because Garnet has to burn 1 meter and doesn't do a lot of damage. But now he gets the corner, and
Yeah,
the
this is a
pressure
very
is
scary
on.
situation.
Nice
Although
block
it's
from
blocked.
EndingWalker, but he's still
Oh,
moving
why
out.
double jump? You could punish him, I guess. with a
Yeah,
double
fine,
jump.
fine for him.
Oh, that was a good check on the shimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
too
risky
much dancing.
situation.
This is not a
Oh,
dance
nice.
floor.
Oh,
This is
man, the
not a
damage is
dance
so
floor.
low.
No, why? Come on, come on.
Oh,
This
no.
is suffering.
This is going to do a lot of damage, and
Oy,
this
oy,
is
oy.
the last.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
we tried to do
Nice.
that again.
Come on, Garnet. Come on,
Activation.
Garnet.
Nice.
Yes. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that was an interesting round. I mean, I have to admit, there's a lot going on, but you can see that both players are clearly putting a lot of thought into what they're doing. It's not just, a lot of people when they see very active players, they say, like all monkey brain going on. But I think in this match in particular, there's quite a lot of decision making. It's not just people pressing buttons, and I can really appreciate that. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think that they are having a lot of fun right now playing these matchups, so you can see.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, nice conversion, and this,
Oh, and
yeah,
he got the backdash that time.
Damn.
yeah, probably backdash.
He's been doing that a few times, and up until now, it basically always was blocked and punished. But again, because the punishes are relatively low damage,
High damage.
then EndingWalker feels confident, just doing it, right? And that time it worked out.
Yeah, you could just go for it.
That's funny. Because of that trade, EndingWalker dashed up and did a
Did a
throw.
throw and
But he was
was
still in the
pretty
box.
much locked and still.
Yeah.
That was very funny. Yeah.
A fortunate
Now,
mistake.
now Garden is more active with the clouds. He's trying to do maybe some more baiting with it. I'm not sure.
You can clearly see that Garnet's going on the offensive when the stun is mounting, right? Like he's really been trying to capitalize on that because it is an opportunity that Fang doesn't get very often. You kind of have to make it count, and then he slows it down afterwards when he
Like
doesn't.
a combo from Garnet, but nice.
Very good
Yeah.
crushing heavy punch. It's such good vertical coverage, right? Like above Fang's head, and
Yeah,
it's able to.
there's a no-fly zone about above the flying fang.
Oh, and more checks. That was a good check again.
Nice.
That was a very
And
good choice.
uses react to navigate through the projectiles.
Hmm.
Very nice from EndingWalker here.
You can see again that the decision making is happening at all times on both sides. They're adjusting to the situation and picking the best
They're
option.
very good at doing that. Both players.
Oh, unfortunately, he couldn't pick up a combo, but so couldn't Garnet, and then he got punished. Oh,
Yeah, that jump is kind of weird. He comes down so fast compared to the normal jump.
yeah, especially because during the second part of the flight, he flies back up, so you'd expect it would take longer.
Like more
but it
time,
doesn't.
but yeah, it comes down so fast.
Oh, that was very
Ooh.
plus because he got pushed into the poison cloud.
Yeah,
Oh,
again.
The disrespect here.
It
I
is
mean,
such a strong tool. It's not
Garnet
like
was,
a Hail Mary. Sometimes it could be seen as an Hail Mary, but it actually is a very strong tool.
yeah,
it's very
and,
dangerous, admittedly, but it does work out. I mean, we've seen it. Oh, interesting. A
Mental
Psycho Rising out of all things.
I was
wonder
thinking
if
that Garnet made like a 20 seconds sequence of defense, and how frustrating to lose the round.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, nice
Throws.
throws.
Oh, again,
Oh,
he's standing like
stun, and this is going to bring EndingWalker to match point. Right now, EndingWalker is doing a lot of counter pokes after the flicker, the 1, 2, 3. Maybe Garnet needs to find the right button. EndingWalker is pressing every time.
The one thing that I have to say about this matchup that's been interesting is that we actually didn't see that many shimmies. And when we saw either player go for a shimmy, usually they've been, like jabbed out or stopped.
Yeah,
Which is
quite a
interesting,
lot.
or at least I find it interesting.
Yeah, it is. But the Europe style is the delay button. Always, it's almost always there. especially with the low. Nice conversion from EndingWalker. This is going to be probably, yeah, the last choice of the round. And now EndingWalker is at 1 round from the finals.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I mentioned the whole shimmy thing is that Garnet's very willing to take the throw, because I assume that he's expecting EndingWalker to switch it up and go for the shimmy, but he hasn't been doing that very much, and I guess it ended up coming back to bite him a little bit. So we'll see if it works out for him. Right now, this round seems you can see that he has a little bit of a lead and he's playing the neutral as he wants. Oh, and there's the EX upper again.
Yeah,
There's also the EX dash.
out of a lot. Garnet needs this round, but he doesn't have a lot of bar to go with. He has to take all this pressure that's
very good
going
backdash.
to come, and he's in the corner. Right now he has activation. He
Interrupt.
doesn't activate. Oh, but workers with it. Back. Okay, nice punish.
Yeah,
This
should
is
be
going to
enough.
be the round, yeah.
Okay, Garnet surviving here somehow, so let's go.
On that VR pretzel, he had a very long time because he went into the coward crouch and got the punish out of the coward crouch. So that clearly shows that he knows that he has, these punish opportunities, and he's able to make them count. Again, very
Our
good.
crack even goes under the jab this time.
That was an
very, very
So it requires a completely different setup. Oh, it jumps out.
It works out. It works out. We'll see maybe on next.
Wow.
Walker, but now last choice and nice throw from Garnet.
Very good.
Stays alive.
Very good interruption in there from Garnet, and then the final pressure.
Yeah, I've been saying how Garnet struggles when he's in the corner, but EndingWalker has also been struggling when he's been in the corner as well, because Feng's pressure can be pretty scary, especially with that poison damage that you were mentioning before, taking down his health.
Yeah. Nice conversion then again.
Oh,
He's using
standing heavy kick.
yeah, he's using the standing heavy kick quite a lot, and this time he used the psycho upper probably because it has some properties of evading fireballs, so he's very aware about that.
Yeah, now Garnet's pretty dominant in neutral. Like, he's been doing really
nice.
well avoiding everything. Oh, nice.
Everything is working out for him right now.
Yeah, it's that it's that will to survive the last match. Like, it's really kicked in.
Yeah, as we always say, this is Kaioken 10 per, so...
Oh, that was a good answer to it. Didn't want to get put in plus frames.
Yeah. No anti-air again. He's trying to actually jump from another angle, but this is nice. And then again, 1 round.
Yeah, that was a very dominant round. We'll see if it carries over into the last one. It's already taking the risk. Oh,
I don't know.
punish.
And nice conversion from EndingWalker. Okay,
Yeah,
then
he's just
again,
gonna
uses the
keep
bar
pressing.
and
Yeah.
back throw. And this
Oh,
is
and
going to
stun.
be it if he optimizes the combo. I'm not sure. This is going to do a lot of damage. Not quite.
Oh, we've seen it here.
Block. That was
That
a
would have been a
sick
funny
block.
way to end it, I admit, but not this time.
Not this time. It did at the Ultimate Fighter tournament.
And now he's close to being stunned.
Oh,
The
sticker
psycho
works out for
the coward crouch. What an ender. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice from EndingWalker taking the set 10-7. Very nice match. This was